Hey people, welcome to another video. You can see rods are on the side of the van. That means we're out fishing. Obviously I wouldn't be doing a fishing upload, would I? But yeah, I'm back at Lovells. It's Tuesday the 21st of January. The lake's opened yesterday morning. Until then they've been frozen. So it's going to be mega tricky. It's going to be cold, like water. It's going to be a hard session, I think. But this session we're going to do something I haven't done in years and you don't really see a lot of anymore, and it is fishing the method feeder. A lot of people do it on a feeder rod, I know, but carp anglers don't turn up and put 3 method balls out anymore. So that's what we're going to do on this vid. So I'm going to get set up, and then when my rods are set, I'll bring you back and we'll have a look at the setup and how we go about using it. Right, apologies on that. I just met a lad called Jake. Come up for a chat, new subscriber. Thank you very much, my friend. Right, the method mix we're using today is going to be Baitex Big Carp method mix, Tiger and Peanut. So I've got a little bit of water in there. What I'm going to do is just add, I don't know how much I'm adding really. It's been ages since I've mixed one up. About half the bag to start with. Oh, let's get dirty hands. Oh, there's nowhere near enough in there yet. The key is, don't make it too wet. That's far obviously too wet. How much have I got? I've used about half, no, not quite half the bag. So it will be okay. We'll just keep adding it. This isn't easy one-handed. Just keep going. Right. So now we've added about half the bag. And try and mix it. To me that still feels like it's a bit too wet. I may even have to pour some water away on that. Let me pour a bit out because I'm going to make it too wet. If not, I've got no more to add to it. Right, so that's me admitting I messed up and put too much water in. I've now added the whole bag to it, so it is make or break now because I can't actually add any more. So I'm going to mix it up. Keep mixing. Look at it. Oh, nice. Cold on the old hands and all. But it's going to be a little bit too wet to start with, which is perfect because by the time I've tied rigs, etc., this will dry out. So let me get this properly mixed and I'll bring you back and show you the end result. So I've just finished mixing. Still a few lumps in it where I've been squeezing it together and breaking it down. It's still ever so slightly too wet, which is perfect because I've still got to set some rigs up. At the minute, I can squeeze it into a ball and it doesn't really break down how I want it. It should sort of crumble and break back down. But by the time I've set the rods up properly, like got my rigs tied, got my net out and that, because as you'll see, just done my solid bag video in that peg there, another solid bag video in that peg there. I'm fishing in this peg. I've got no net, no sling sorted, no hooking mat, no rigs tied. So by the time I've done all that, that method mix will have dried out perfectly. So let me get some rigs on, set up, and I'll bring you back when we're about to cast in. Okay, so I've got one rod tied and ready. Moulded the ball around it. Key is to, for me, I'm packing it mega tight because I don't want it to break up when it hits the surface. I want it to sink to the bottom and then begin to break up. I'm choosing to fish my hook link, that's a sharp hook, outside the method. It's about 4 inches. This big blob of putty that allows, so you can see the method's running away, that allows the line to sink but that bait to sit up like that. So it's popped 1 inch off the bottom. The bait is a pink pop-up maize with a maggot tipper. So I'm going to get that one out in the pond now. I'm going to give it a squeeze and we're going to fish 2 over there where I said. I'll spin the phone round so you can see where we're casting, and then we'll see how long it takes to get a bite, if we even get a bite. Right, let's get this one out in the pond. This one exactly the same, just with a yellow corn and a maggot tipper, exactly the same rig, same bait. That's going to go out over there next to it. We'll fish it side by side. Let me move this to the rod. Get them side by side. So, third rod. I've got a double 10mm pop-up on that. It's going to be pinned down, fished outside the feeder again. If I feel I need to start burying it in the method feeder, I will. But for now, I'm going to fish it out because it's quite clean where I'm fishing. So let's get that one in. Cool, that's all three rods out. I'm going to regularly recast these like every 20 minutes, half an hour, because one, I've got a lot of method mix to use up, and two, I think it's good to keep moving them around till you find somewhere where there is a fish, because this should be a quick bite tactic really, hopefully. Anyway, you'll see for a change, bobbins are tight, lines are fairly tight. That's because the tapered main line I've got on is quite heavy, that end, so it will sink on the bottom. And with the running method, I think it'll just bounce a bit. The rod tip might just bounce and then pull up tight. I think that's probably how it'll go. So I'm going to get receiver on now, get the kettle on because it's getting late and I need something to drink. So come on the carp, it's all down to you now. So kettle's on, cam stands all ready in case one of those goes off. Today's food, berry granola. It's meant to be part of my health kick, but the granola is not particularly that healthy. But I don't think eating charcoal bread rolls is either, or bread rolls full of charcoal meat, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to have this, have my coffee, and then I'm going to wind them rods in and have a recast on them. And when I do, I'll just talk you through the rig a little bit more in depth, so you can see sort of how long it is, what kind of hook it is, etc. Because I haven't really detailed it. They're all fished the same. But yeah, when I get them in, I'll show you. But for now, I'm going to eat my granola, have my coffee, and hopefully show you a fish, because it'd be nice to catch one today. Got a little moor hen up here. I can't have any bread, but there's no reason the moor hen can't. There you go. Go on then, take that way. Right, that one's happy with that. There's another one down there. Let's flick a bit in the water there for him. Hurry up, because the rats come in. Drag it to the bank out of the way, so bloody rat will have it. Right, and we've got a couple of ducks this side. Just a piece each. Well, they don't even look interested in the bread. Ah, I see why. You've fattened yourselves on all that solid bag mix down there. They'll have it. Right, look at this little chap here, look. He's happy. Got his butties off. Right, these haven't done anything, so let's get them back in and let's go through the rig. So the rig itself, you'll see, pop-up piece of corn. I've used an actual maggot to use as a bait stop. Got a curved shank hook, and from the actual eye of the hook, on maybe a centimetre popped up on, oh, I don't know, what's that, maybe a 5-inch hook link. I've done it long enough so I can bury it in the method if I need to. At the moment, I'm not, I'm just balling around the method and it's going out like that because there's nothing out there to hook on. I've had no tangles. I've redone those two rods. I'm going to get this one back in now, and yeah, let's keep trying. I might even go slightly tighter to the snag line. I think I'm going to give it a bit of a harder throw this time. Oh, hang on, the right hand rod's away. Let me put you on the stand. Yeah, we're in. Banging its head like crazy. Cool. Right, let's get the other rod out there. You'll notice the method ball didn't actually even break down in the water. It's still the same ball. I wound the fish in with the ball still on. I'm going to put it straight, but I can't see if I can catch the same fish on the same actual method ball. Right, let's get this angry little fella out, because you are only a small one, aren't you? Just whoa, easy. Check your fins are okay. Just because you're small, you still need to be treated well. Easy, easy. Come on, you're the first fish on the method. The small ones are harder to pick up than the blooming big ones, aren't they? There he is, little tiddler. Right, let's get him back. Go on then. I didn't think he'd take much swimming off, but that method ball, it's still attached. I've just squeezed it back, cast it out again. It's on that rod, so can I catch 2 carp on the same method ball? That'd be a good one for the vid, wouldn't it? Right. Belting run that was. Don't know how much of that you got in video. Don't think it's a very big fish again. It's coming in very easy. Again, the method ball's not fell off, it's still attached. So you can catch them without the ball actually breaking down, which, yeah, saves you a few quid, doesn't it? As you'll see, look, the method ball's still in there. There's the fish with the method ball underneath him. Right, I'm going to unhook him and let him go because he's only small again. Right, I'm just going to explain to you the importance of pliers. Because this fish I've just caught, he is only small, but please stay still so I can show everyone. Look at his mouth. That's where he's either been tethered with a rig over the years or something, but he's got such a small mouth, I couldn't get my finger in there. So luckily I got the pliers and managed to nick it out. I've checked he's okay. He's not got any wounds or anything to heal up. So we will just get him back, but just gently lift him, make sure your fins are okay. And you go. I think he'll swim off absolutely fine. He's either been tethered over the years, and if you haven't got pliers or anything to either cut the hook through if it had gone right through, or to get it out, how do you then get that hook out? I'm trying to get you out the net. There you go. Go on, off you go. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Happy days. So hopefully from that clip you see, I've got some forceps somewhere as well in my bag, but I didn't actually need them because I could just nick the hook with the pliers and just push it down so it releases the barb and then pop. Because when you're on barbed hooks, don't just try twist them out because the barbs always bite in. Sort of push down on them gently and then pop them, and they'll come out so much easier, and they do a lot less damage to the fish. But obviously that's had a rig tethered, and that's basically its mouth's been deformed and grown that way. So I'm amazed that it even got the bait in its mouth, but it's a fish. It's an educational bit of the vlog as well, really, and it just, some people might not think, oh no, I never thought of pliers. It is an essential to carry pliers, forceps, scissors, everyone has scissors anyway, and carp care kit. They are the main things you should be carrying. I keep all that in my scales pouch, so there's a little bit of a tip. Anyway, let's get some fresh bait on that method ball. Even though that's come in, still, see it, that's still clamped around it. I could cast it back in, but I'm not going to be tight. Let's put a fresh one on. But it shows you can actually catch on a method feeder if the bait isn't breaking down. Well, that's nice. There's a bit of sun hitting the water now. Keep moving my rods around. The right hand one I've sort of like put in close, sort of maybe a third of the way out. I thought, let's try a closer rod. That one and that one, I banged them right to the far side in where the calm water is, fairly tight to the snags. But while I'm got the camera, I'm going to show you this a bit more in detail, because my last description I didn't really explain it properly. It's called a bait up method feeder, because you should always load your bait in this bit, because it will always fall lead side down. I said earlier it'll fall bait side down, I meant to say lead side down, which is this. So it will always drop in the water and it will always land looking either like that or like that. So you always, if you put your bait in the feeder, which I haven't done yet, and I said I was going to, I will do. Next time I wind the rod in, I'll bury it and show you what it looks like. You always must put it in this bit there. If you put it either side of the lead, there is a majorly good chance that you won't even be fishing. Bait wise, let's have a wander back over. That's drying out now. It was too wet at the start of the session, that's why it was sticking. Now that's how it should be. So it goes like that and breaks up. So the afternoon fishing should be better than the morning, because my actual method balls are working how they're meant to be working. But it just shows though, doesn't it? Even though the balls didn't break up, I still caught 2 fish. I've had nothing since. But yeah, I don't know if the sun's changed anything. Has it brought the fish up in the water, or have they just moved away? I don't know, but we shall see. But yeah, hopefully that clears that up now, and you'll understand what I meant by bait up. Okay, so I said I'd show you how to load the hook link into the method feeder. So basically what you do is you get a little handful of the stuff, put the lead down, just cover it ever so slightly. Just want a little tiny covering. Then what you do is you fold the hook link back on itself, and then basically just pour a load over the top and then squeeze it down. So now your rig, once I get this moulded, let me get it moulded so it doesn't all fall to bits. That's it, keep moulding it until the feeder's disappeared, until you can't see it. Watch yourself on the hook, because that's twice I've caught myself now. But keep moulding it round. Ow, that's 3 times. Basically now, you'll see your rig is a lot shorter. So when that now falls, it will just be sitting above the bait. I would only do that if you're really fishing in weed. You can completely bury it. I mean, if I wanted to, I could put a little bit more on the top and then cover it over again, go around it again, and make it actually encased in the ball. But because my mix isn't that dry and it's not breaking down that quick, I'd be fishing that with no hook on show. So let's break it down a bit. Let's get the hook back out. Hook's back on show. And let's get this out there, and we'll just try this one with a short link against the next door to the one with a long link. See what I mean? That's got me. And see if it makes any difference on today's session. So we've had the third one of the trip, only ever so slightly bigger. Another little common. He's the biggest of the day. Right, let's get him back. That's it, he's gone. Well, sun's starting to dip. I've probably got 20 minutes, half an hour left. Kettle's back on, final coffee. That makes 3 fish this session now, which is, I'm happy with that. I thought 1 would be a good result today, considering the conditions, how cold the water is. There is still fish out in front of me now. One's just shown over that right hand rod, so yeah, could be on for number 4 maybe, who knows. But a quick recap. Let's have a quick recap on the method feeder and what I think of it. So what do I think to the method feeder? I think it's a very easy item of fishing kit to use. It's like a solid bag really, isn't it? Just without the PVA messing around, you just mould it around the method and bang, you're out there. I think the method's a bit clumsy itself, even though I've got the smallest ones they do. Them big ones you get, they must stand out like a beacon. And again, with the pile of bait, that must stand out like a beacon. And I'm wondering, is that why I've had small fish on it? Is it a smaller fish tactic? I don't know. But it's something I've not done for years. I've managed to catch something on a cold winter's day on it, so that's a result. It's definitely something I will try again in the future. But for now, I'm going to turn around, have my coffee, watch my last few minutes, and yeah, see if we get anything else. As you'll see in the background, the sun's setting behind me. It's cold as well, the temperature's definitely dropped. I've realised I've nearly got through the whole session and I haven't said a massive thanks to everyone who subscribed, liked any videos, commented, shared any interaction anyway in any videos. So thank you very much, it's very much appreciated. Also, I'm going to change when I upload my videos to give the channel some kind of structure. So basically from now on, my uploads will be released at 6 PM on a Saturday. Whether it's like this kind of session today I've done, I'm going to try and make the Saturday uploads an in-session upload if that's possible. If it's not possible, it will be like a small tutorial or review kind of video, just so you get something every Saturday come out. Because obviously at the moment the weather's quite bad, work's quite busy, and I'm struggling to get out. But when the weather breaks and my work slows down, I'll be able to get out 2-3 days a week. So you'll get a regular like in-session video each week, and then you'll probably get like a midweek upload of something like a review, how to do, or a problem solve or something like that. But for now, you'll definitely get one video on a Saturday at 6 PM. So hopefully it gives you an idea where I'm at with things. So yeah, I'm just going to watch that sun go down a bit, start packing away because it's that time of the day, unfortunately. And yeah, let's bring you back for most likely an outro, because I don't think we're going to catch anything now. See, everything's starting to get packed away, trying to dry the mat out, net out. 3 rods are left out. I'm now going to start bringing them in one by one as usual. And yeah, as you can see, we're running out of time. But it's been a great session. At least we've caught something on this video, so that's the result, isn't it? So I'll bring you back either with a fish or a goodbye. So there we have it. 1 rod is left out, 1 net. I've got about 5 minutes of coffee time left, and then that will be the end of the session. But there's still 1 rod out there, so there is a chance of a bite, isn't there? Lake looks lovely. To be honest, it's a shame I'm not staying tonight, because I think a night on here you would really hit into quite a lot of fish if you kept working at it. Because if you're catching in a day session only, night time, yeah, I think you'd have quite a few fish. But I'm going to finish my coffee. If that rod goes, I'll let you know, and if it doesn't, I'll see you for an outro. Wow, sadly people, that is a wrap. It's been a great session. It's good to try something, an old school method I've not used for ages. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's something different. yeah, I'm still not convinced I'd catch a big carp doing it, but you never know. I will try it again, but maybe in the summer or maybe when it's a bit warmer. I'm not sure when I'm at next, but like I said a few clips back, I'll make sure you get something on a Saturday night at 6 o'clock, at least on a Saturday at 6. That's like the minimum. But you may get a midweek one as well. So we'll see how it goes. But until next time, thanks for watching. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do. It'd be massively helpful. And feel free to leave a comment below regarding pretty much anything on the video or fishing related. Till next time, adios.